Good evening, Kelly. It's Friday, I think. Okay, so, John Green, day before yesterday, I think, John Green put up a video giving some book recommendations saying, if you like this, then you'll like this. I don't really have anything like that, but I do have a couple of books, specifically authors, really, that I want to pimp out a little bit. I want to get people reading these books, and yeah. So the first one is a young adult series called Percy Jackson and the Olympians by Rick Riordan. There's also a follow-up series called The Heroes of Olympus, I believe, and then there's a completely separate series that is somewhat related that I can't remember the name of, that is about Egyptian gods rather than Greek gods, and I'm sure it's great. I'm only a couple of books into the series right now, but I do have plenty of friends who say that it just gets better, and I will just continue to like the characters better. I plowed through the first book being The Lightning Thief, and I am currently in the middle of the second book, The Sea of Monsters. It is fantastic. I love these characters. You have your token smart girl character, you know, the one who is always like, she has the plan and she's always telling the hero, you know, Hermione, basically. But Annabeth is the token smart girl character in these books, and thus far she is totally not just a token smart girl. She's intelligent, she's a good fighter, she is, you know, loyal and brave and just basically amazing. So if you are looking for something that's a little bit lighter reading than some adult novels can be, but is still really, really good, because just because it's young adult fiction does not mean it's not awesome, I definitely recommend the Percy Jackson books by Rick Riordan. My second set of books that I want to suggest, it's more of an author and some different series that are all by her, but not actually related. This author is Seanan McGuire. She is my favorite person in the freaking world that I don't know personally. I am actually currently drinking Diet Dr. Pepper in honor of her. But no, she is somebody that I found via a friend of a friend, on LiveJournal back in the day. This is before she even got published. She was writing, and she was well known in certain corners of fandoms, and she was a pretty popular folk musician, which she still does. She is an amazing musician, and I freaking love her. But about a year after I started following her blog, she got picked up she got her first book series picked up. That was the October Day series, which I have the most recent book, Ashes of Honor, right here. Toby is amazing. It's an urban fantasy sort of mystery series, kind of along the same lines of the Dresden Files, if anybody knows the Dresden Files, by Jim Butcher, which is also a very good series. The most recent book just came out the other day. It's called Cold Days, and according to my wife, it is very good. But the Toby books are amazing. This is like the 6th or the 7th one. I'm not even sure. I'm not done with it yet because I keep getting scared to read it in public because I know it's going to make me cry. I have cried during every single one of Shannon's books. That is a fact. I got an advanced reader copy of the very first October Day book, which is called Rosemary and Rue, and it was amazing. It was signed. I got an arc of the previous Toby book as well. She runs contests on her blog when she gets arcs for these, and basically we try to go out and buy her books the very first day they come out, because she really deserves it. She really deserves to get, you know, well known and to sell a lot of books. They are really, really amazing. Toby is changeling, which is half fae, half human, and she solves problems and on large scales, kind of unwittingly sometimes, and she has a great supporting cast of characters. I can't really go into the details of them because I'm trying to do this video quickly before I have to close down the store. But May, Quentin, Tybalt, Connor, Sylvester, just all these awesome characters, and it's wonderful. The other series that she has out under the name Seanan McGuire is a brand new series called Encrypted. Like, you know, I'm gonna put links and everything in the info box, so don't worry about trying to find them. The Encrypted books only have one book out so far. And the second one is coming out this spring, I believe. The Encrypted books are about a family of former monster hunters that they're sort of still monster hunters, but really they just study the monsters. They only kill if they like have to save humans, and they don't kill the intelligent cognizant ones, like, you know, the Yeti and vampires and shit, unless they absolutely have to. It's a big thing. And this is the Price family, and they are amazing. The first book is narrated by Verity Price, who is, I believe, the oldest daughter of the most recent generation. She goes by Very. She lives in New York City away from her family, and she is a ballroom dancer, professional ballroom dancer, or she wants to be. And the rest of the time she waitresses at a strip club that is run by a bunch of supernatural people, and also does patrols to make sure that people, you know, things are safe. And there is something happening in New York City in the first book, and we don't know what it is, but the first book is Discount Armageddon. You should find it, you should read it, you should eagerly await the next book coming out this spring, which I am so looking forward to, which is, I think, called I can't remember what it is. Midnight Blue Lights? Something Blue Light Special. I cannot remember for the life of me. And then the final series that she did was a trilogy, which has been finished. The third and final book came out this last spring. And she actually did those under a pen name, the pen name Mira Grant. And they are the Newsflesh trilogy, Feed, Deadline, and Blackout. These books are like kind of a quasi-dystopian future thing. It's not really a dystopia, it's just a post-apocalyptic thing. It's about journalistic integrity and politics and what people will do to get and keep power. And, you know, is there a situation in which the truth is not beneficial, in which the truth actually hurts more than it helps? Or should you always tell the truth and the hurt will be balanced out by the helping? How to deal with the loss of loved ones, how to deal with a world in which you could die at any given minute and you don't know if tomorrow's going to even come, and how much do you risk when that happens, and how much do you care about other people when that happens, and also zombies. This is taking place like 20 odd years after the zombie apocalypse. Zombies are a daily thing. The first book, which is, you know, a nice kickoff, is basically this team of bloggers, blogging having become an actual legitimate journalism thing, even though, you know, the mainstream news is trying to discredit it and everything, but you still need a journalist license to actually be a licensed blogger. You are licensed journalists if you are a blogger. And it's about these three kids, adopted brother and sister Sean and Georgia Mason, and their techie best friend Buffy Masoner, and they get chosen to go on the presidential campaign with Senator Paul Ryman, and it's the first time bloggers have been invited to come as part of the press pool coming on the campaign, and they have to deal with a bunch of shit that goes down, and it's amazing. And then, you know, the second and third books all roll right off of that. You know, the CDC is in it. The virology of the Kellis-Amberley virus, which is what caused the zombie thing, is just amazing. It's amazing how much, like, scientific accuracy there is to how viruses work. Not that this virus actually exists, or even probably even could exist, but the science behind it is really cool. She really loves viruses, and so she went into that as much as she could be accurate, and that's really great, and I love it. If you couldn't tell by how much I've rambled about it. Okay, I need to stop this video, but the point is, these are wonderful, wonderful books, especially Shonen. I really suggest that you guys go and find her books and read her books, even if you're just checking them out from the library. But if you have the money to buy any of her books, I really suggest that you do so, because she's an amazing author, an amazing woman, and she really, really deserves to have her books get out there more. And if you already like Shonen, please let me know in the comments, and let me know that you are out there, and leave any other book recommendations that you have. You guys are great, and Kelly, I will see you tomorrow.